Not sure where to start really with that Chelsea Newcastle game at the weekend. Absolute disaster yet again from Chelsea. It's a real shame because again, an opportunity to, after that PSG game, after that disaster over there midweek, it's a chance to get going again, get a bit of momentum back. It's very unlikely we'll turn it around in that second leg, but just a chance to just keep the top four or top five, whatever it will be, to qualify for the Champions League ambitions on track. And now I honestly don't see how we're going to qualify for the Champions League because we're not winning it, and I can't see how we're getting in through the league either. United surely pulling the way now, surely going to get third, especially we've not been in any other competitions from now to the end of the season. Liverpool, bad result for them at the weekend, drawing with Spurs, but we didn't capitalise on it. And Villa as well. Villa on a 3-game losing streak, but yet they still sit above us. We've not capitalised on that at all. Since we've beaten them, we've fallen apart, it seems, again. And that game was just so poor. We again had all the ball, and I've said this so many times already. Can't defend, can't score goals. There's so much of emphasis on the style of play, and that seems to be what all the focus is on, not actually scoring the goals or defending properly. Wesley Fofana, I have serious questions about now, to be honest, whether he's up to it. We really need to get Levi Carwell back from injury because none of these defenders we've got are up to it. It's beginning to look like. Well, it's concerning about Enzo as well. Fernandez, we need him to stay at the club. If we don't get Champions League, there'll be a lot of interest in him from clubs like PSG, clubs like Real Madrid. It's vital we hold on to him because he's been one of our best players this season, and over the last couple of years, he's been one of our best players. We have to keep hold of him, and Champions League is now looking very unlikely. Has to be said. I'm really not sure where we go from this. Such a poor performance. I think they're sticking with Sanchez in goal now, which is probably the right thing to do about the two of them. Neither of them convincing at all, but Jorgensen's behaviour after the PSG game, it only could really be Sanchez, to be honest. And well, Newcastle, again, I thought they were poor. They did not play well at all, really. They played the low block and it worked for them. That's all they needed to do. The game was pretty much completely played in their half, but yet we just can't seem to get the shots off. And when we do, it's too late, or there's not enough on them, or it seems like there's always something. And then there's the fact that we can't defend as well, which all it would take is teams to hit us on the break, and then they're in. And then even that goal going in early on, how dominant we were. We just could not find the route back into the game for the entire 90 minutes, and I just don't really get it. I don't get what Rosenior's trying to do with his tactics. To be honest, when he first came in, a lot of people wasn't keen on it, and I see why, because a lot of the problems we faced under Maresca we could still face under him. To be honest, it wasn't necessarily an upgrade at all. If anything, like a lot of people said, well, maybe it's a step down. Maresca won stuff for us, and that's very true. It's making it look like we might have acted too quickly there again. Whatever was going wrong under Maresca behind the scenes and whatever, it does look like they might have made the wrong call yet again. And there's already talks that if we don't qualify for the Champions League, Rosenior might not see next season as the Chelsea manager, and we'll be in this situation again. And I mean, I want it to work under Rosenior. When he first came in, I was really optimistic. Actually, I was one of the people that was really hopeful for him, really wanted him to get the job, thought he would do really well. And it is early days, and there has been positives. But look at the last few performances, and what is he doing with his tactics? And I don't understand it. And to be honest, in football in general, I don't like where football's going really with the way teams are setting up, in particular the Premier League. There's so much of an emphasis on style of play that we have to dominate the ball. We have to move the ball a certain way. We have to. It has to look a certain way, and there's less. And it's less about the two things that actually matter, which is stopping the other team from scoring and scoring yourself, which are two things we don't do enough of. And Arsenal this season, people call them boring. People say they abuse set pieces, all of this stuff. But they're top of the league. They're going to win the league now after City at the weekend. They're going to win the league now. They're on course for all four. They've got every chance to win all four trophies this season. They found a way of playing that allows them to get results, and people for some reason have a problem with that. What are we supposed to believe, that the way we play is better somehow? I don't get it. I don't understand this whole thing about why teams that play football in a more traditional way are so talked down now, and managers that set up like I don't get it. But yeah, Rosigne is under so much pressure now. This PSG game, I mean, it's a bit of a free hit from the PSG game. We're kind of already out of the tie. If we could somehow turn it around, it'd be an absolute miracle. But not going away to Goodison Park, last game before the international break. I'm really worried about this one, to be honest. Well, not Goodison Park, so it's a new stadium now, but I'll say Goodison Park, though, we've had a terrible recent record at Goodison Park. Will that carry over into Everton's new stadium? It'll be interesting to see, but to be honest, I don't even know if that really matters, because terrible recent record at Goodison Park in the recent seasons, in the last few seasons there, and going into this one, I just think even without that, I'm not sure I see us doing anything there, to be honest. I think Everton have really fancied themselves to the win there, because they're just behind us in the league as well. They could even force their way, right? They're still not completely out of the Champions League conversation, but they could really force their way up into the top 6 or 7, and Brentford right behind us as well. They're playing Wolves tonight. They'll no doubt win. So, again, home to them, you would think. So, it's looking really bad, and I'm not sure how we're going to do it, to be honest, especially when you look at the fact we've got terrible running. After the international break, we've got both Manchester clubs coming. Then we've also got away. We've got to go away to Liverpool, Sunderland away last game of the season. Another hard away, got Brighton. Yeah, Brighton away. So yeah, it's not looking good, and we've still got the games to go. Obviously against Liverpool, Man United, the teams we're in direct competition with. And I know Liverpool will not be happy either. They'll have a lot of the same concerns to what we have. But I don't know. I think if it's between us and them, I would probably still think it would be them. I mean, the Villa seem to be slipping up. Champions League, really, would probably be 5 teams. Arsenal will probably go through in the Champions League. Liverpool would likely go through. I think that's all that would really have to happen for for England to be guaranteed 5 places for next season. So in theory, if we just managed to just get into 5th place, we'd probably have enough. We wouldn't even have to have that good of a season, but we don't even seem like we're capable of that. We'd do well at this point to finish in the Conference League. Form we're on and the running we've got, like really, seriously, it's at that stage now, and I don't know. I don't like a lot of what Rosigne's doing. To be honest, I don't like the setup. I don't get it really. I think it's got potential to be really good, but I don't understand what he's doing half the time. Why it sometimes takes so long to make subs, but then he'll take Palmer off, and he'll take when he's having a good game and kind of take our only goal for it off, like he did against PSG. And that Newcastle game was just one of the most just uninspiring, boring performances I've seen from any team all season. They call the teams like Arsenal boring. That was one of the most boring performances that I've ever seen, to be honest, from Chelsea. It was just a nothing performance. We just had all of the ball, played the entire game in air off, but yet couldn't score a single goal against a deflated Newcastle team. I'll add as well, the Newcastle team without Tonali, without Fabian Schär, without Guimaraes, just a second team. Not a complete second team, but a lot of their main players, a lot of their top players were out, and it's an opportunity for us. But to get in a strong position with our team slipping up this weekend, but we really blew it yet again. And I'm not taking anything away from Newcastle. They did the job there to do, but we were so poor. They're so poor away from home as well. As in, the game should not have gone like that. But somehow we find a way to just mess everything up at the moment. And yeah, it's just not looking good. Not looking good going into the PSG game. And well, I know there's a topic for another day. Really, there's a lot more to talk about on this, but the ownership situation, there is a thing with us as well. I mean, there's a lot of people, myself included, very unhappy with the owners of how they're running the club, and that's something else that's we've got hanging over us as well. So the problems wouldn't go if we sack Rosigne. I know that, and that's why I'm not even. Don't even know if that would be the right thing to do or not, to be honest, because I just think we'll find ourselves in a very similar situation. I think they'll go for it did get to the point where they did get rid of him for whatever reason, they'll go for a very similar style of manager, and we'll have the same problems. So yeah, I'm not sure where we're going to go from here, to be honest.